Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Patriot Nation TV. I'm your host, Tim Davis, your new age patriot with a 1776 attitude. It is Saturday, and I'm just going to do a little video. I didn't really think I was going to do a video for another day or two, but I was doing a little spring cleaning out my garage. And in the process of doing that, I came across an old box filled of books that I have, and some of my writings that I did regarding the books. And it kind of made me want to come and do this video, because what I read eons ago, when I was like 15, and when I read in college, and the writings I was writing then compared to what's going on today, 20, 30 years later, it brings me to this. Want to do this little video, this little show, and I think it's pretty good how your mind changes from when you're 20, 30 to 50. So let me start off by saying I am a skeptic. In case you didn't know, I am a skeptic. If you're just figuring it out, yes, I am a skeptic. I question everything. Skepticism is the same as doubt. That's what it is. I question everything. It's doubt. In today's society, with these weaponizing of words and changing definitions, you got these intellectuals, or these so-called college woke crowd. What they do is they call a skeptic derogatory names, such as a conspiracy theorist, uneducated, or whatever words they choose to go to use as a derogatory name for what I call a critical thinker. And that brings me to where I'm doing right now. I really didn't expect to do a show tonight, but I'm going to do it. And what that does is going to bring me to this. So I came across two books that I've had for eons, decades. I think everybody should read them. You've heard people use the comparison of these books pertaining to today's society, what's going on. But I'm going to do a quick little video of what I wrote back 25 years ago on paperworks for classes and stuff like that. And what my mind was in my 20s. So this episode I'm going to call A Brave New World, or 1984. Two books, Huxley and Orwell. A Brand New World or 1984. My thing is, what I'm seeing going on right now, why not both? Why not a world where people are restricted from information by a tyrannical government, and they are too preoccupied with all the bullshit to care about it? It's like a paradise, a liberal paradise, is what we're seeing and what's going on, and it's really, it's really interesting. So, like I was saying, I've had some writings. Here's my little notebook. This is what I came across from when I was in school. I had to write a little paper about 1984 and a new world, a brand new world, a brave new world. So I'm going to break it down what I wrote 25 years ago. And after I give a little pretext of what I wrote, I'm just going to go off memory, because I'm going to start reading these books again. So let's go with Orwell first, his book 1984. In his book 1984, Orwell warned of a future in which the people are controlled by an oppressive government that restricts and regulates the spread of information, social media, news, NDAA Act, Patriot Act, so on and so on. In the Orwellian world, communication would be limited between the people to prevent conspiring against the government. which our forefathers warned us about. The destruction and ban of information and media would be limited, such as we see today. And truth would be concealed through repressive control. And we're seeing that. That was my little take on Orwell and my little writings. I have a lot of other writings too. I'll get to that. And then let's get to the Brave New World. Huxley. In Huxley's Brave New World, a perpetual flood of irrelevant and trivial information distracts the people from taking interest in anything of importance. Kardashians, mob wives, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Compared to what a long time ago. Now, I also got to say, these authors wrote these books in the 1940s, late 30s, early 40s. And now, in the Huxleyan world and the Huxleyan future, government encourages mass distribution of entertainment. Real World, Housewives, as it pacifies the people and diverts attention away from political issues. BLM. Our transfictions with entertainment would be drawn desire for real knowledge, and society would allow itself to be consumed solely with that which is amusing, disregarding anything of importance. And when I wrote my paper, that's what I headlined it with. They asked me, I had to read the 2 books, and I had to come up with my own thought of the parallels between the 2, which was interesting. And so, with that being said, you got to look at it like this. So before I dive into this comparison of 1984 and A Brave New World, or both, because I think personally now that I'm older, I see what's going on and I'm more aware of stuff. It's this. I'm going to compare 1984 versus A Brave New World. The major differences between the 2 books is in 1984, people are controlled by a constant government, surveillance, police state, and torture. In A Brave New World, humans are controlled by technological interventions that start before birth and last until death, and actually change the way people think and want. Are we seeing it? Now, for a couple examples, Huxley. I'll just take Huxley for an example. Huxley feared the truth would be drowned in a sea of irrelevance. Such like the media center, celebrity gossip, Hollywood gossip, horoscopes, stuff like that. As opposed to Orwell, in Orwell's world, he feared we would become captive. We would become a captive culture, captive by fear. COVID-19 masks, that's what he feared. Also, what we see going on with this social media bannings and stuff such like that. What Orwell feared were those who would ban books, like censorship committees, internet filters, stuff like that. Now, if you compare that to Huxley feared was that we would be no reason to ban a book, for there would be no one who would want to read a book. Everybody's on their phones and computers. Nobody reads anymore. That's what Huxley feared. It's turning on the TV. The Biggest Loser will be back after its messages, or the Kardashians' final season Britney Spears, LeBron James, you know. It's all buffoonery. It's all buffoonery. And now, moving forward, I'm going off the top of my head here, folks. In 1984, people are controlled by inflicting pain. Basically, in short, Orwell feared that what we hate will ruin us. Now, we fear our tyrannical government. We fear oppression. And that's what we hate. And it's what's ruining us because it's happening and we're divided. In a Brave New World, people are controlled by inflicting pleasures. You know, Huxley feared that what we love will ruin us. PlayStation 5, video games. You know, I was a kid, we had Walkmans, but it didn't, you know, we still had imagination. You know, what we feared, what we love will ruin us. And it's ruining us. We have no system, no socialization anymore. You know, and stuff like that. So I'm not going to make this a long video. I just came across these two books I'm going to read again. I think I did a little video earlier. One of my first 3 videos about Animal Farm. I'm going to compare Animal Farm with another book. You know, Fahrenheit 451. But I'm just going to stick on these 2 books here. So if anybody, if you're new to the show, checking in, please hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. So maybe I'll do a broader show with these 2 books and the other 2 books when I do another show. Compare all four books to today's society. So let me just summarize, give a quick little summary of these 2 books. Goals, methods used, and theme. Okay? In 1984, the goals of the author: everyone is equal and thinks the same. Methods used: force, spying, secret police, FISA courts, stuff like that. And the theme: evils of totalitarianism. It's 1984. Just a little quick summary of it. Now, let's get to the Brave New World. Same thing: goals, methods used, and theme. 2 totally different books with a common goal, which actually both are being played. It's like a blueprint. So Brave New World, what's the goals of the Brave New World? No more war or poverty, only happiness, the kumbaya. Methods used would be change what people think. What's square is no good. Paul Harvey did did a video in 1965. If I was the devil, go check it out. Paul Harvey, 1965. If I was the devil, change what people want. And the theme of that is sacrificing culture for happiness. Cancel culture. That's it. Cancel culture. Sacrifice culture for happiness. Political correctness. Whatever you want to call it. So to dive a little further into it, what am I on? 14 minutes? Sorry, let me try to end this up real quick. Let me get it done in 20 minutes. Sorry about the rush, guys. Huxley feared those who would give us so much that we would be reduced to passivity and egotism. Computers, television, laptops, whatever, arguing people's Facebook, yada, 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 yada. So I'm just going to end it. I'm going to try to end it real quick. I'm at 15 minutes. Let me get it before 20 minutes is up. So one of the things I'm going to leave you with is, I'm just going to quote Huxley. I like Huxley. One of Huxley's quotes is this: the deepest sin against the human mind is to believe things without evidence. Think about that. And so everything's coming back to education. think about this real quick, folks. What does school really teach our children? Your children, my children, this children, that children. What do they really teach us? 1, truth comes from authority. 2, intelligence is the ability to remember and repeat. 3, accurate memory and repetition are rewarded. 4, non-compliance is punished. And 5, conform, intellectually and socially. That's what school teaches us. And that's really it. So I'm going to end this little show. Only getting 16 minutes into this. So, I just had this on my mind. It's Saturday night. I'm doing nothing. I was watching Aquaman. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please hit like, hit subscribe. Leave some comments, what you think my intake of it was, my whole take of it. I think I might do a longer video of this, but I just wanted to get it out because it was on my mind. It's fresh in my mind. I just stumbled across it. And, so to end it, I always say God bless you, God bless America. But I'm gonna do this show a little bit differently to recap from my opening music. Just remember this, guys. It's just what it is. And just think. Make America think again. If you never read 1984 or Brave New World, go out and read it. You'll be surprised. It's no coincidences. It is what it is. There's a couple other books you can compare what's going on. These weren't designed for blueprints. And our government's following a writings that were taught, but that were written in fiction 80 years ago. And, you can throw the Bible into it, but that's another story. So I'm just enjoy a little bit before I end the show. It's kind of mood on my little Rage Against the Machine. Know your enemy. Wake up, people. Wake up. God bless. Good night. Talk to you guys soon.